Casey Cares has been here ever since the beginning. It's like a second family. They offer a lot of support, the good times and in the bad times too.
A group like Casey Cares can bring some happiness to him. It means a lot to him, you know. It makes his life normal.
Their name says it all. They really care about your family.
We founded the Casey Cares Foundation in 2000 because there was an unmet need in the community. We pride ourselves in serving not only the critically ill child, but the entire family. We also start at birth to age 18. And how we went about developing our programs was going to the physicians, going to the social workers, going to the parents who have critically ill children, and going into the field and saying, what is it that you guys want? What is it that you believe your patient or your child really needs? And after having numerous conversations with them and finding out what they truly need is how we establish the mission of the Casey Cares Foundation, which is to provide uplifting programs with a special touch to critically ill children and their family members. The Casey Cares Foundation provides 4 wonderful programs to these critically ill children and their family members. We have the Birthday Blast program, which provides unique surprises to either the child's doorstep or the hospital room or their school. And this is such a fun program that really set us apart from other organizations. Our Celebration Vacation program enables families to get away for 3 nights to really relax, get away from their rigorous hospital treatments, and enjoy each other as a family. The nice part about this program is that we wait for the families to call us and tell us where they would like to go to visit. And the families choose their destination, whether that be Hershey Park, Sesame Place, the beach, DC, Baltimore. It doesn't matter. It's wherever that family would like to go in their local area. And what it enables the families to do is not to miss so much time from work. A lot of these families, unfortunately, have missed so much time from work that mom and dad may have had to quit one of their jobs to take care of their critically ill child. And of course, we include the extras whenever possible. So not only are we giving them the hotel stay, but we're also providing them with dinners, breakfast. We sent children to Ocean City, to the beach, complete with a cooler full of goodies, juice boxes, snacks, the whole 9 yards. It's a really fun program, and it allows the family to be close to their support, whether that's medical support or just their families and friends and that support. We also provide highly anticipated group parties for the critically ill children and their family members. These parties are awesome because they provide these children an opportunity to get together, hang out, have some fun, instead of being in the hospital waiting rooms or getting, treated next to each other in hospital beds. They're out just like normal children, and nobody cares if they have feeding tubes or if they have a bald head. It's all about fun. So whether it's a fun day at the farm and pumpkin picking, or it's going to the movies, or just a fun night enjoying the zoo, we strive to bring these families together periodically throughout the year so they can come together, talk about their problems, talk about their accomplishments, and how they are succeeding in beating this illness.
My foundation has taken ownership in it as well, trying to promote what you're doing with all the causes of helping these families who've had some misfortune, and to encourage them, to give them a sense of hope. And if anybody can do that, you can, and we've had a huge blessing with that as well.
That's me right there. You see me? You believe I'm still...
You got to get to know the kids. There's some that I've actually seen out at the Ravens training camp, and that is wonderful to be able to get to know the families. Say, hey, you can't always remember the names all the time, but you know the kids, and you never forget the faces, and to be able to give them a hug and give them a smile, and to understand that you never know how a professional, quote, athlete's life can affect others. And what you try to do is just to invest in them more than just a quick little handshake, but to say, hey, how you doing? To get to know the families, to encourage the parents as well. That's another thing, because they're living this thing too. And I've got 3 children myself, and to be able to invest in that and to give them that sense of hope and peace as well, that's what I'm about.
Our Family Festivity program provides so many smiles to these critically ill children in our programs. It's because it enables them to enjoy the local attractions with that special touch. Whether it's going to the aquarium, the zoo, Disney on Ice, a sporting event, whatever it might be, you know that you're not able to show up to a baseball game unless you get your hot dog, Coke, and of course cotton candy for the end. So we want to include those things whenever possible to make it a great experience for the entire family. And that's what makes our Family Festivities program just so unique and so much fun, not only for the parents, but of course for the children, because the parents are less stressed that they don't have this financial burden of saying yes to accepting these tickets.
One of the best things about it is to hear kids telling other kids and families about it, because you can see the excitement, and then you can see the other families kind of soak that in and be like, oh yeah, like, you know, the last thing I did with Casey Cares, and then it just becomes this whole like networking, sharing of wonderful things, instead of talking about, oh, I gotta go stuck with a needle now, or I have to go downstairs with that stupid CAT scan again. Those kind of things, you know, it turns into a pleasurable discussion and distraction, as opposed to those negative things that happen here in the hospital.
It is nice that they offer so many things, so many events, things for the kids to do, you know, because you do feel alone when it first gets diagnosed.
Our Better Together program is really there to enhance all of our other programs. And what this program does in a unique fashion is to provide services not only for the critically ill child, but the entire family after the loss of that critically ill child, or that child is in remission and no longer needs our services. We want to continue to help them as they rebound from their critical illness, or as the family tries to bond as a new family due to the loss of a child. In 2007, we suffered a devastating loss. We had a 6-alarm fire at our headquarters. We lost absolutely everything tangible, except the heart of the organization. It was only with that fire that we were able to see that the Casey Cares Foundation was so much bigger than a building. Yes, we lost all of the gift certificates we had for the kids. We lost all of the goodie bag fillers that we had, auction items, paperwork, pens, pencils, computers, everything. And we're so proud to say that even due to the fire, we have never denied the request of a critically ill child to participate in their programs. We realize the financial hardship that these families face when they have a child diagnosed with a critical illness. That's why there's absolutely no charge for our programs. We are a 501c3 organization that truly depends on the community's involvement and dedication to our mission. It's only with the help of the community getting involved by doing individual donations, corporate sponsorships, supporting our events like the Rock and Roll Bash, golf tournament, or gala, that we're able to continue to serve these critically ill children and their family members. We're looking forward to continuing to serve hundreds and thousands of critically ill children and their family members, and doing it to the best of our ability, so that every day we receive a phone call or a thank you card from a child who talks about what a wonderful memory we have provided for their families. And as long as we continue to do that, we will continue to be successful. Now that you know more about the Casey Cares Foundation and the wonderful programs we provide, please help us serve deserving children in your area by visiting us at caseycaresfoundation.org, or call us now at 443-568-0064. Thank you.
I love Casey Cares.